Okay, here we go. Show you what I got going out here. Not too much, just a little few things going on. But I'm going to start up this end here. This is closest to where the water enters. Last year, that was my biggest fig tree. This year, it's the smallest. The top half croaked off. I planted 3 figs last year. This being one. These are the ones that we get from our power company to help provide shade for our houses to theoretically keep the electric bills down. Like they'd really want to do that. But that's one of them. Here's fig tree number 2. And he's looking alright, I guess. They're all on this one line to water them. And then the third one is where we were. That's over here at this conglomeration of pipes and hoses and things. And as you can see, maybe I can show you. See all the little baby figgies? There's a few up there and a few down there and a few more over here. And this is second year growth. I planted them, I put them in the ground last year about this time. So, moseying on over, nothing up my sleeve. This is a orange tree. It's still small, of course, but it's a navel orange, and I planted it last year as well. And it's got a little yellowing going on there, so I don't know what the scoop is, but I can zoom in here to show you. Well, there's at least one orange, and I know there's several on here. I really don't want the oranges growing, or any fruit growing this early. I want the growth to go to the root system and the tree itself, but that's okay. Then, moving right along, over here is something I grew from seed. I think it's a lime, a key lime. I hope it's a key lime, but if not, it's either a regular lime or a lemon. These all grew up from seeds. I have a bunch of them that came up. And this one I planted, one of 2 that I planted late last year. So this is the first year in Mother's Earth out of a can. This one's grown. Moving right along, this is another one of those. This is a pomegranate. This pomegranate was also purchased from our power company. The pomegranates, the figs, and the last trees I'll show you, the loquats, which were in the garden this morning and yesterday when I filmed it, but now they're in the ground. I just put them in the ground. These are all $15 a pop. This one's probably the least worth it, but the other ones are worth it to me. 15 bucks is pretty cheap for Arizona to buy some of this stuff. Anyway, moving on. We will move on here. Here's my gardening vehicle. It's the Yamaha that you've seen in a couple other films. It's gasoline powered. Carries all my gear and my beers and hats and sunglasses, and back here shovels and buckets and plumbing equipment, pitchforks, rakes, shovels, all kinds of stuff, and a ladder because I'm a short fat fucker. But anyway, yeah, all the stuff I carry right on this little forklift, or on this little golf cart. This one's the golf cart that I use on property here for my experiments and projects. There you go. There's loquat number 1 in its new hole with its new irrigation sprinkling, and I'm gonna let it get really watered up. And this guy is number 2. And I'll finish raking them after I've watered them real good today and let the ground dry out a little bit, but then I'll rake them, make it look like there's wells around it or something. They all need to be repaired and fixed up here in the yard. But anyway, these are the little loquats. They stand, I'm guessing, about 2.5 feet above the plane of the earth. So they're still small, they're little guys, but well worth it, at least to me. And here's the line of them. Hold on, let me get back over here. This is looking down the line. Everything but the fig trees. The fig trees have their own line, but there's 1, 2 loquats, lemon or lime, whichever it is. Again, I don't know. It says 3, orange tree 4, lemon or lime 5, and way out there is the pomegranate 6. So So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going here and 3 on that line. In the course of last year to this year, these are 9 trees that I planted, and there's others. I'm planting some olive trees, which we're really not supposed to have in Arizona anymore. But I managed to get a couple of real little ones. I'm talking in a little 2-inch pot, and they stand maybe 2 or 3 inches, maybe 3 or 4 inches tall now. But I'll be getting those in the ground too. I love those trees. Let me take a break. Hi guys, okay. I had a swig of beer. I'm doing better now. This here is my new golf cart. Again, another gas. It's not Yamaha. This one is called a club car. It's got the fancier rims on it and stuff. The interior upholstery is really nice. Now this one's street legal, brakes, turn signals, headlights, taillights, all that good stuff. But I do have to put on seat belts for Arizona. Arizona does not require a windshield if you don't want one, and doesn't require a windshield wiper, of course. It doesn't rain very often in Arizona to require a windshield wiper. It'd be kind of goofy. But anyway, yeah, this is my street legal one. What I was wanting to do with this is I like starting businesses and then selling them. Start a business, build it up, and then sell it. And what I was wanting to do with this was make a little, well, you know, people have ice cream trucks that run around the neighborhoods and stuff. Well, you got to have big, this has insurance on it too, this cart, but the big trucks cost more for insurance and everything. I was thinking of right back here putting a 5 cubic foot freezer that I can, when I get home, I can plug it in chest tight and sell ice cream out of that. Then on the front seat next to me, on the floor, I could put an ice chest. I could put another ice chest here in the passenger side. So I could also sell sodas and candy bars and maybe potato chips. I could keep those right behind the seat pretty much, some of those things. And even some produce maybe. And putting on, I've got a couple of these little, they're like a siren in a way, but they play music, different songs and stuff like and stuff like that. But putting one of those on for the ice cream sound machine, then putting on a couple of flags on the back, one American flag, 50-star flag, and maybe a Confederate flag or an Arizona flag, and by the way, that's not a Confederate flag. Never was a flag of the Confederacy. The flag everybody says was a Confederate flag. That's a lie. It was a battle flag that the Confederacy used, and the Navy, which the South had a very small Navy. And by the way, just for shits and grins, after the fact, when the Civil War was over, did that end slavery? Did in the South, but not in the North. Look it up. The North still had slaves. That's not what the Civil War was fought about anyway. It was one of the small reasons, but that's not what anybody really cared about. But anyway, this is my other golf cart. So, you got your schooling for the day, and that's that. So, anyway, what do you think? You think that'd make a pretty neat little snack vehicle? I think it would. It's plenty big enough. Again, back here, be a little 5 cubic foot freezer. When I got home, I could plug it in. Everything would chill down, get cold, ice cold. That keep the ice cream in there. When I'm out on the road, unplug it and just put on my music and putt down the street, sell candies and things. And back here, right behind the seat, in this plexiglass stuff, good place to store maybe potato chips and stuff like that, snacks. Ice chest up here, be a good place to put candy bars and stuff like that. And then down there on the floor, put the sodas. So I got different kinds of snacks, and I could sell other stuff too. Even I could sell some vegetables even. I mean, there's nothing, nobody out here sells vegetables. We don't even have a store unless you drive all the way into Tucson, and that's, if you drive like a bat out of hell, that's going to take you about 20 minutes to get into Marana, where they do have some limited vegetables if you like fruits and vegetables. And if you go into Tucson all the way, you're looking at least a half an hour to the store that would carry something like that. So just having small provisions out here might be the way to go. Anyway, just thinking about it, this is a nice golf cart too. They both run real good. And this one's a little bit newer than the orange one. The blue one I think is it's a 1990, but golf carts are kind of like boats. I mean, when they're brand new, you can tell they're brand new, but you really can't tell, you know, a couple of years old or whatever. They're not like cars. Anyway, okay, that's it. Remember, the North still had slaves. Lying pieces of shit that they were. Bye.